In this video, we're discussing the home inspection. We're going to cover what it is, how to find an inspector, who pays for it, how much is it, when is it due, and what happens if there's any issues in the inspection report. So let's get started. What is a home inspection? It's your opportunity to conduct a thorough physical examination of the home so that you have a clear understanding of the condition of the home. You'll do this by hiring a professional home inspector who will come in and examine all the major components of the home, including roof, plumbing, electrical, and more. How do I find a home inspector? Your agent should provide you a list of 1 to 3 home inspectors that they recommend. You're also welcome to Google or Yelp for highly rated home inspectors in your area. When you schedule your home inspection, your inspector is going to want to know the following things: the address of the property, the square footage of the property, the lot, and whether there's a swimming pool, ADU, detached garage, or any other components that they'll have to inspect. Who pays for it? You as the buyer are responsible for paying for the home inspection. And the reason for this is it's critically important that this is a neutral party that is not having any influence from any of the realtors nor the home seller. If you find them and pay for them on your own, you can have confidence that they are your employee and they will be 100% honest with you about the condition of the home. How much is it? Well, this will depend on the size of the property as well as the inspector, but you should plan on anywhere between $400 to $600. This payment will be made either at the time that you book the inspection or on site the day that the inspector arrives. Check with your inspector to see how they want payment. Most of them will accept Zelle, Venmo, wire, or check. When is it due? It depends on what your agent negotiated for you, but typically it is due anywhere between 5 to 10 days after having opened escrow. It is a good idea to get this done as soon as possible. This report will give you a clear understanding of the condition of the property, and this information is going to be critical for you to make a decision on whether you are going to move forward with the transaction, ask for any repairs, or potentially cancel if something that came up on that report is an absolute deal breaker for you. What if something comes up? If you're buying in LA County or anywhere in Southern California, it is very, very likely that something is going to come up in that report. The homes here tend to be older, and unless you're buying new construction, there's going to be something wrong with the home. It is important to approach the report with a clear and calm mind. The report can seem intimidating because when you get it, it's going to be a book. A lot of what's in there is not necessarily something that is wrong with the property today, but rather they're recommendations from the inspector of how to maintain it in the future, what to keep your eye on, things that maybe are no longer to code, but they're still functional. Your agent will review this report with you and help you understand what is important. If there's still issues in there that you want to work through with the seller, you can always put together a request for repairs or a request for credits to help you handle some of the major issues in this report. Keep in mind that it's 100% up to the seller whether they will do any repairs or issue any credits. Your agent will help you better understand this portion of the transaction. If at the end of the day you do not feel comfortable moving forward with the home due to the inspection, you do have right of cancellation. Final notes. Once you've booked your inspection, let your agent know right away who the inspector is, the date, and the time. Your agent will meet the inspector at the property to make sure they have access to the home, the garage, and all other elements of the house. You are welcome to join the inspection. They typically take anywhere between 2 to 3 hours. If you'd like to be there for the entire time, you're more than welcome to. If you cannot be there the entire time, make sure to come in the last 20 to 15 minutes of the inspection so the inspector and your agent can walk you through the findings.